I would have expected nothing less.
So today we're on Backwards Bill. This is Wipeout Hill run in the reverse direction, so instead of coming down, we get to go up. This trail's got a handful of little interesting pieces to it. It carries a 5 rating, which is only 1 point bigger than yesterday, but definitely coming at you a little harder. We're seeing a little more challenge as the trail warms up. A little bit smaller group today, but I think generally bigger vehicles and a little more experienced drivers as we work our way around the back side of the loop here. Just little bits and pieces. Nothing real exciting. Just a nice way to start the day off. Get out, see some beautiful scenery, and play with the Jeep.
Right merrily. However, it only burned to the water line. When the Confederates moved in, they were able to easily salvage the vessel, and they rebuilt it as an ironclad. The armor consisted of 2 overlapping layers of 2-inch thick iron plate, and its guns were out the side, 5 gun ports on each side, as was the convention of the day. The Union countered with their ironclad, which was the Monitor, and it was very different. Most of its hull was at the water line. It only had, so I read, about 18 inches of freeboard. It only had 2 guns, 2 11-inch smoothbore naval cannons mounted on a turret. The turret could be rotated like a tank, so the Monitor presented a very small target as compared to the Confederate ship that had to turn broadside. After the Confederates rebuilt the ship into a ironclad, they renamed it the CSS Virginia, and that's the name it bore at the battle. I got to cross a washout here. The Battle of Hampton Roads was kind of inconclusive. Lasted about 4 hours, so I read. Both ship captains elected to use solid shot rather than exploding cannonballs. And after throwing bowling balls at each other, so to speak, they dented the ironcladding a little bit, but neither ship suffered significant damage. So at dark, they ended the battle, and they never had another shootout between those 2 ships. Later on in the war, the Monitor was lost at sea off the coast in a storm. It went down. Near the conclusion of the war, when the Confederates were obviously losing, they scuttled the Virginia offshore in order to keep it from falling back into hands of the North. So comes the question I'm often asked: if that battle was between the Monitor and the Virginia, why do we call it the Monitor and Merrimack? And the answer to that was that the Union, the North, were highly only put out that the Confederates refloated their ship and used it against them. As a sign of their displeasure, they refused to recognize the change in names, and they called the ship the Merrimack clear through to the end of the war. Well, as we know how it came out, the Union won the war, so they got to write the history books, and that's why it's referred to as the Merrimack.
Coming up now on the bottom of Wipeout Hill. And this is our big obstacle. You can see across the way there, up on the side of the mountain, rubber on Eileen. So we're in that same neck of the woods, same vicinity.
Use the front locker because when you get over the top of that second lip, there is a rock waiting to eat the right front fender. You need to turn a hard driver.
Oh, okay.
And with the front end lock,
That becomes hard.
tough to make. That old boy is a little further right than I would be going with that Jeep, but I'm not driving his Jeep. That's where you get in trouble. Getting out of there, you end up backing into that lane. If you're a half Jeep's width to the left of there, you don't get stuck in that pocket. Little problem. Good work!
sets is cooler. I don't get a spotter.
You did a fine job spotting everybody up that first ledge. You got that line down perfect.
This is running Eileen in the opposite direction. So yesterday was around to the driver's side. Today we'll go around to the passenger side. We go. 24, 26, 27, 25, 23, 22, 21 to the side. 23, 24 to the side. (23, 24, 24). 21 down.
anybody coming off Eileen and up the valley. Jeep behind me, do not make the turn and leave room enough so I can back out. On Eileen. I can see you from here.
Yes, indeed. There is nothing to see but sky. Coming along back here, the other side of Monitor and Merrimack. Just a line of Jeeps as far as you can see all the way out there. Clear out to our trail leader. And a line of Jeeps behind me. On our way back to the overlook for our lunch stop. So this is the section of trail heading down into Uranium Arch. Quite a bit of traffic here today, so we're not going to stop at Uranium Arch, but we'll at least get a good look at it as we creep on by.